Last thing I wanted to do was show these three paddles side by side. Good morning, Charlie here with Red Summit RF, taking you along on my Summits on the Air adventures. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell below so that you can be notified every time I upload new videos. Well, I'm at the Trailhead for Mount Peeley today, and I intend to hike to the top. It's the peak that I did for my very first Summits on the Air activation. Can hardly remember what it looks like up there, so it'll be a good return for me, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a 2.5 mile hike to the top, with the last half a mile being a bushwhack. I remember last time I was up there, 6 years ago, I thought I'd be the only one up there with me and my buddies, but there was somebody else up there, a couple, and the gentleman proposed to his fiancée up there. Kind of a random thing, but that's what I remember about this place. So I'm going to get up there, and when I do, I'm going to talk a little bit about my Summits on the Air keys that I use, my CW keys. I have a new one I'm going to try out as well, and I'll show you that when I get up there. Coming up. Well, I've made it to the top of the peak, top of Peeley Peak, and so let me take a few minutes and talk to you about the CW keys I use for summits on the air. The first one I want to talk to you about is the one that I started out with. It's the one I have in my bag that's a spare, and it says spare key here. I haven't opened this probably in, I don't know, 5 years or so, but I'm going to take the tape off and show what's inside here. Okay, so this is the key that I have as a spare in my bag. It's an MFJ 561, and I don't know, it's a good key for a starter, I guess. I paid $20 for it when I bought it about 5 years ago. I looked on the internet this morning, and actually yesterday, and the price is $35, so it's come up a little bit, but it's just a physical contact key. And when I was starting out and not sending very fast code, you know, it was fine for me. But after a few months, I felt like it was hurting my code sending skills, and so I upgraded. But this is a good key to have as a spare, I suppose. I've carried it for about 5 years in my pack as a spare, and it does good. So, of course, the main key that I use, most people know who have been watching me. I'm going to pull it out of the bag here. It's the Palm Radio Pico paddle, and it's been a great paddle. You can see this red cable here. I actually used it so much I needed to replace the cable, and you can just get a new one. I bought it back in about 5 years ago for $110, shortly before the person who made them stopped making them, and they're no longer made. They're hard to find now, and if you can find a used one, you should probably grab it. And this third key that I've carried up here to this peak is a new one that I had about 6 months ago. I bought it, and I just tested it a little bit, but haven't really used it at all. It's a N0SA November 0 Sierra Alpha SSP miniature iambic paddle, and this here is the paddle I'd like to replace the MFJ with, and it's a new one, and I wanted to use it as a backup. When the manufacturer of the Pico palm went out of business, I thought I'd buy another one just in case, and you know, they went out of business, so this is probably going to be my replacement once that one fails. But this is made by N0SA Larry Nauman, I think is our name, and I'm not quite sure how you pronounce his last name, but Larry, he's retired and makes these in his spare time as a hobby, and you just email him directly if you want one, and when he makes it, he'll just send it to you. This cost me, with shipping, about $100. So it's a great paddle. So I hear Dan, KC7MSU, I referred him to this, and he bought it and has used it and has a great setup on his clipboard where he's attached it. I haven't used this except for just to send a couple of dits and dahs to test to make sure it was working. So this will be its maiden voyage, and I intend to replace this if I can find a case for it. The case I'm using right now is the old Pico paddle case, and it's too big. I can't find it. Won't really fit in the Altoids can. So let me see. Yeah, I think it's a little too high to fit in. So yeah, it won't quite close. So anyway, hey, so if anybody out there has 3D printing and can make one of these, I'll buy it from you. The case, I'm looking for a case to put this in. Haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with it, but until then, I'll keep it in that other case. And one last thing I wanted to do was show these three paddles side by side, so that you can kind of get a feel for their size. So you can see that probably the one I have as a spare is probably the bulkiest, biggest. The smallest is actually the N0SA, it looks like. But just wanted to let you guys see those side by side so you could get a perspective on the size of them. So I'm going to go ahead and try this and use it for all my contacts today, and we'll see how it goes. And thanks to N0SA, Larry, for making this. I'm sure it's great, but we'll report back when I'm done activating today. Okay, when I turn this on, And I'm gonna let's see here. Yeah, that's gonna need to be reversed. So let's see. Right there. Normal. Now let's try it. Yep. That's it. Just thought I'd take a minute and show you my dipole that I have set up. So I don't know how well you can see it, but I'm gonna walk over and show you a few things. So I just found this tree here, and these ties, I just tied these to the tree to keep my mast. So it's solid. And over here, here's the snap that I use. I tie it down over here, snap, and then if I need to let down, which I think I'll have to do in this case, the dipole to, let's see, I can't reach that, so I'll have to let this down to disconnect for that link when I actually go to there. CQ SOTA, November Juliet 7 Victor on Peeley Mountain, Golf India 010.
K7 TAB.
K7 TAB 59.
Roger, you're 59 as well. Great copy, Charlie.
All right, Chris, yeah, thanks. We're going to do some 23 centimeters in a minute, too.
All right, I've got it set up and pointed that direction. I'll turn it on.
Roger that.
Have fun, Charlie. 73.
73 at 10:22.
Whiskey 7 United, Sugar Alpha.
Morning, Ray. Whiskey 7 United Sugar Alpha, you're 5'9".
Okay, got the 5 and 9. I wish I could give you the same. I think I got Camelback between us. You're about 5 and 2, 52, Charlie, over.
Yeah, roger, got it.
Okay, thanks a lot. We'll listen for the other bands too.
Okay, 73.
NJ7V, N0, RSR.
N0 RSR, and this is NJ7V, copy 59.
59 here in Cascade. I have one other for you.
All right, standing by.
NJ7V, this is Kilowatt 7, Juliet Echo.
Okay, there was a double. Kilowatt 7 Juliet Echo, stand by. Other station, go now.
W7 FAS to NJ7V.
W7 FAS, copy 59 at 10:23.
59.
Thank you. Go ahead now.
Yeah, K7JE 59.
K7JE 59 as well. Thanks for the contact. CQ, 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 CQ SOTA, CQ SOTA, November Juliet, 7 Victor, calling CQ.
Man, you're strong. WA7JTM.
WA7JTM 59.
Yeah, 59. I'll drag the wife in here.
11:54.
She ran out, but I'll get her back. So, yeah, 59, no sweat.
All right, copy that.
And 7TXT 59.
And 7TXC 59 as well, 73.
73.
11:54.
I heard Tom here a second ago.
All right, well, I'll just wait for him, I guess.
Turn it face sideways. Turn it sideways. And 7 AMA, horizontal.
And 7 AMA 59.
QSL Charlie 59.
All right, got you there, 73. 11:54.
Side back, let's see work. Back to lot 73. This is Victor Echo 7 at Juliet Hotel.
Summit to summit, summit to summit. Summit to summit, summit to summit.
206 Alpha Bravo Mike.
Summit to summit, summit to summit.
Yeah, who's the summit to summit? Go ahead.
Roger, roger. Thank you. November Juliet 7 Victor, Norway, Japan 7 Victoria, summit to summit.
Okay, November Juliet 7 Victor. November Juliet 7 Victor. Thanks a lot. You're 555 on Victor Echo 7/Charlie Lima 007. Over, over.
Roger, roger. 5x5. Copy the 5x5. You are a 59, 59, 59, and I am on summit Whiskey 7 Alpha. Juliet, sorry, Whiskey 7 Alpha stroke Golf India 010. Whiskey 7 Alpha stroke Golf India 010. Over.
Roger, roger, roger. Thanks a lot. I got it all. I got it all. Thanks for the summit to summit. NJ7V, this is VU7JA 73.
73.
7 Radio Victoria.
CQ, 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 CQ SOTA, CQ SOTA, CQ SOTA, November Juliet 7 Victor, Norway, Japan 7 Victoria, calling CQ.
November Golf 6 Romeo.
November Golf 6 Romeo, good morning, thank you, you're 59.
Okay, thanks for the great signal report. You're about a 5 and 5 here in Southern California this morning, over.
Yeah, thank you for the 55 in California, 73.
73, have a good day.
CQ, 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 CQ SOTA, November Juliet 7 Victor, QRZ.
Whiskey 7 United Sugar Alpha.
Whiskey 7 United Sugar Alpha, hey Ray, you are 5757.
QSL is 5 and 7, you're 5 and 1, 51, but we got you, thank you.
Roger, roger, QSL 73. November Whiskey, go again. November Whiskey, Norway Whiskey, November Whiskey, go ahead. QRZ, QRZ, any station. Whiskey, Whiskey 7 Delta, Whiskey, Whiskey 7 Delta, 5555. Yeah, roger that, 73.
NJ7V, Norway, Quebec 7 Radio, NK7R.
Norway, Quebec 7 Radio, copy 5757. Norway, Quebec 7 Radio, 575757.
QSL to 57,
Roger, 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 roger. QSL 73.
73.
November. Okay, wrapping it up here. I had a great time. I was able to use that new CW paddle for all my contacts. It's a smooth paddle. I really like it. Didn't even have to adjust it at all. It's great. So I recommend that. If Larry has any, go ahead and reach out to him if you are looking for a nice small paddle for Summits on the Air. I'm sure he'd appreciate the business. Although he, like I said, he's retired and he does this on in his spare time as a hobby. So it may be a while before you get one, but if you're interested, I'm sure he'd be willing to make one. So I worked all the bands plus 10 meters and 17 meters. Got a few, didn't get anybody on 10, but had a great time. This great activation. I'm going to see if I can get this other peak in before I head home. Whitetail Peak just over here. I don't know if I'm going to make it or not, but we'll give it a shot. I really appreciate you guys watching. And I appreciate your support for this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and the bell below so that you can be notified every time I upload new videos. You can catch me on Twitter, NJ7V_, and on Instagram, RedSummitRF. Until next time, 73 to you. All right, made it back to the truck, and I was debating on whether or not to create a second video for this next peak that I'm going to do, Whitetail Peak. But I think it's just not enough footage to be able to make it into a second video. I'm running late, so I'm not going to be able to be on top for very long, and it's only 0.2 miles, I think, once I get up to drive up the road here a bit and get out of the truck. It's only about, I think, 0.2 miles or more or less to the top, so there's really not much to show, but I'll do it, and I'll include it in this video. It'll just be I guess a bonus footage. All right, I'm gonna throw the gear in and head on up to the second peak. Okay, I'm here. This is the drop-off point for Whitetail Peak. It's bushwhacked the whole way, but it isn't very far. I'm just gonna head that way and be there in probably 10-15 minutes. All right, I'm on summit. I already worked 2 meters and 23 centimeters here, but now I'm ready to go on 60, and it's already 4:37, so I'm going to probably stay here for the crossover, and I'm probably going to start on 2 meters. It's probably the best way to go. So I'm going to do 2 meters first. Sorry, 2 meters? 20 meters. Do 20 meters first, and then see how it goes from there. All right, that's a wrap. I got quite a few contacts here. I had to cut it short because it's getting dark, or it will be soon. I got to get down and get it back into the vehicle. So enjoyed this one. Did it on both sides of the day. I hope to work you guys all again. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you don't mind, subscribe below and hit that bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And you can catch me on Twitter, NJ7V_, and on Instagram, RedSummitRF. Until next time, we'll catch you.